Hey, Fit Fam, Coach Rizzo here. This is strength training without weights. I know very commonly people think you need weights to build strength. However, that is not necessarily true. Weights can help, but you don't need weights. We have a perfect weight right here. It's called our body. And I know body weight exercises is a pretty popular thing, but let me just show you. I'm going to break them down into 3 parts, okay? To strength train without weights, yes, you need to use your body weight. 2, though, you need to have alignment. Things in alignment are stronger. And then the last piece is isometric. So let's go ahead and talk about essentially our body weight, right? So just standing, I'm resisting gravity. Technically, that's strength training. We all know that it's a relatively very easy position to do. So what we do is we put our body, science word, in disadvantageous positions, okay? So disadvantageous means gravity is working against me now. So let's say I'm standing here and I open my feet up with this horse. We do a lot. Now I have this wide base of support. I'm stretching here. My inner thighs are worked out. This is a lot harder position to hold, okay? But I'm using my body weight in a different place. I have the disadvantage. It's hard to hold. Another perfect one to build strength for the legs. We could do our side lunge. You guys have seen some of those in classes. We've done a standing high lunge. We've done a plank, right? We've done a lot of holding our shoulders out, resisting gravity that way. And those are all excellent muscles, folks. And what that does, especially with body weight, is it doesn't tear down the muscles or have extra risk because you're going to know right away, ooh, I'm a little out of alignment, which is the next one I'm going to adjust, right? But also with body weight, it takes time. Right? I can do 10 sets of chest press with some weights, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I'm going to get stronger chest. But if I want to get stronger chest, I can hold a push-up plank. But I have to do it for like 30 seconds, a minute to really get that fatigue. But you're building endurance with body weight, okay? So that's why I like strength training without weights as well, using your body disadvantageous positions. And I show you those in the workout. That's kind of the whole point. But it's important to know that you guys can do this on your own, okay? Now, the next piece is alignment is strength. Now, think about how they build buildings, right? They build everything in what? Alignment, so it has a lot of structural integrity, meaning it has a lot of support, okay? So when we do body weight exercises, and this is a big advantage of body weight and strength training on weights, is I want to check my alignment. I want to be almost like fanatical about how my knees track over my toes, right? How my hips are moving, how I'm getting this lateral shift, okay? And generally speaking, you want to look for stacks, right? Ankle, knee, hip, all over, even up to the shoulder, so I'm stacked. So if I do this from a side, let's say I'm doing a standing lunge, I got my ankle, my knee, my hip, everything stacked up. And even if I'm working a more forward one, my toe is stacked with my knee, with my hip, okay? And everything we do, folks, I'm talking about alignment, same thing with a plank, right? I want my hands, my elbows are stacked on top of my shoulders, stacked on top of my shoulder blades. Everything is stacking. And that alignment, folks, that makes you stronger automatically. That also teaches you, that's a big one. It teaches you daily life how to get into stronger positions. Let's say I'm going to bend down, pick something up. If I'm doing my body weight strength training, I already will be stacking. So this one's not very stacked, but I'm stacking here, right? I'm reaching down and coming up and grabbing things. Same thing, reaching up. And I'm having these stacks to reach in. That's how it applies to life. Rarely in life you're going to freaking grab a chair, strength train. Not saying weights are not important, I'm just saying. Okay, now last piece, if you want to go, those are sort of beginner level. If you want to go to intermediate, even advanced level, is we start adding isometrics. Now isometrics, you may have heard of, it's muscle against muscle. And it's defined by not moving, if that makes any sense. Isometric, right? So isometric here, so I'll give you a perfect example. It's one of my favorite ones. So we're back in standing lunge, right? We already worked our stack. We worked our alignment. I'm in that position. I feel that weight. But what I want to feel like now is I want to feel like I'm pulling my leg back. I call it sticky foot. Pulling my leg back, and all of a sudden, my calf muscles are flexing, right? The back of my legs are flexing. My glute. You're in a workout video, squeeze your glutes. That's creating isometric tension, okay? So I'm here, and now if you're really advanced, you can flex, and essentially you can create an entire leg, like a huge contraction in your leg, boom, with the isometric. So I'm just holding level 1 to getting that contraction, right? Getting everything flexed and tight, and that's going to increase muscle. That's been proven to increase muscle mass. I just said it, I didn't want to say it, increase muscle mass. Increase useful muscle mass, okay? That's going to help you move in isometric, especially if in proper alignment with the body weight. That's going to build muscles that are in a line and in proper balance. And if you noticed, stretched out. Hey, okay? So some of the advantages of strength training without weights, I would say between 60 and 70% of the strength training we do without weights, okay? And I'm just using athletes, some of the strongest, most flexible, powerful athletes, gymnastics, right? Sprinters, swimmers, ballerinas, those are athletes. They don't really move weights in their sport. It's all body weight. So it's a way to get super strong, I think. It just takes a little more creativity, a little bit more focus, which is good for our minds, but essentially it's safer. It's way, way safer, and you can do it for longer periods of time. The chance of injury training without strength training without weights is extremely low. Extremely low, because you're going to know, okay? So if you guys remember that quick, it's just like, all right, I'm working on my body weight, I'm getting the alignment, I'm going to start working the isometrics. I have probably over 50 strength training workouts here on YouTube, so if you guys want to pick those up, follow along, and you can do them. Do them, I recommend, I encourage it. It's part of your learning experience with strength training and how to get stronger. And I've been on this kick recently. I figured out it's like, and I'll end with this. Strength training is designed to what? Make moving easier. If you move easier, your life is better. End of story. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed that. That is strength training without weights. Very important. You go ahead. You guys can find all of our strength training workouts on YouTube. There's also a course catalog that I've made, so it's itemized. You can click down strength training. You'll see all the strength training workouts and pull one up. Okay? So if you guys have any questions, comment here on YouTube. If you can, like this video, share it with someone who also needs to strength train without weights. And I will see you next week. Okay? So I'm Coach Russo, and this is You'll Be Fit Forever. Peace.